the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers. Is it imaginable?
You know, Musk has said that humans can keep up with AI by having a merger of biological and machine intelligence. And a few years ago, he created a company called Neuralink with the goal of creating an eventual implantable chip, allowing data from your brain to travel to your digital devices wirelessly.
Neuralink's more like health type reasons, isn't it?
No, it's to digitize the brain for health reasons.
Okay.
But that's step one. The other steps as it goes links you to the internet, so you can download and upload information.
There are reports that Elon Musk had already had a chip implanted in the human brain in the USA.
What do you think of that?
Well, I think there's no stopping Elon Musk. He will do as he sees fit.
Can you explain what Neuralink is and what the goal of it is?
We put a chip in your brain to control your mind. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Concerns not alleviated.
Yeah, there you go. Jump right in. Step right up. Who wants one?
Neuralink. Neuralink. It is Elon Musk's brainchild. And yeah, it's a little implant that you put in your brain. Yeah. Implant in your brain that will let you control your mobile devices and computers and all these digital things in the future. Hello? AKA control your ass.
Yeah, they just spend motherfuckers.
They talking about next year too. Ship your ass and make your ass go rob a bank.
Yep, they should just have you on some dumb shit. Controlling your brain, that shit attached to your brain.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Just think of sensors planted into our brains. The opportunities are immense.
The chip in your brain that can connect the brain, that can connect your brain.
This is the mark of the beast.
Scholars have long been interested in how the brain works. For example, in 2002, the first demonstration of real-time cursor control in monkeys took place. 2008, a monkey controlling a robotic arm in 3 dimensions fed itself. 2012, the first brain-controlled robotic arm by a human. 2017, a human controlled a cursor mentally to type out words and sentences. But in 2019, Neuralink, a private company, changed the game when it unveiled a pig named Gertrude with a wireless implant that monitored about 1,000 neurons.
The neurons are like wiring, and you kind of need an electronic thing to solve an electronic problem.
And overnight, it seemed the industry took notice. Then, in April of 2021, Neuralink released the so-called Mind Pong video.
That's extremely significant because here, Neuralink is showing their new hardware, their new device in their hands works in a monkey.
Before getting the implant, you couldn't be alone without help for more than half an hour at a time. You obviously couldn't send an email or watch a movie or play online chess. I know you're a big fan of online chess. You couldn't do anything without help. And once you got the implant, you said it was like magic. So talk us through this technology. How do you use it on a daily basis?
Yeah, it's I like to say it's pretty simple. What I mean by that is, of course, the technology itself is not very simple, but how it's used is pretty intuitive. And I use it for all sorts of things.
Do you have to turn
days.
it on? Like, do you turn it on?
I do.
Okay.
So I have a little hat that has a charger in it. It plugs in, and I can command the implant to connect or disconnect at any point. And after that, I just do whatever I want on a computer. whatever anyone else can do on a computer, I can do, and I use it for all sorts of things.
Do you have
Not
to
just
say
playing.
something in particular when you say you command, the computer to do something? Do you say cursor move or?
Yeah, just in order to connect, I'll say implant connect, and it'll connect.
And then after that, you just think a thought and it happens on the computer in front of you.
Yes, ma'am. That's basically how it works.
Have you had any negative consequences or side effects from this?
No, not really. At the beginning, there was some thread retraction, but so right now they've told me plus or minus 10% of the threads are in the, I guess their intended spot in my brain, but they changed how the signals are read, and I got cursor control back just fine. It's better than it was before, actually, and so I haven't had any sort of physical side effects, mental side effects. It's been all positive so far.
So say you want to write me an email. You would talk me through what you would think.
So essentially I just have cursor control. So I'll go into my email, click around, do whatever I need to do to send
you go to
an email.
inbox, start it, you would say click start a new email.
Yeah, I don't have to say anything. It's just I think I want to click, and it clicks. Left click, right click, whatever I want. And then after that, I will either use dictation or I can use a virtual keyboard on my computer screen to type out whatever I want to say. And then again, just click, and it sends.
Neuralink is constantly updating your software, making things faster, making things smarter. Have you noticed the technology changing and improving in the last year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of the user interface has changed. I think a lot of how they are calibrating, how they are reading the signals, they've constantly been updating things. So from where we were at the beginning, it is massive improvements. And the more people that join the study, the better it's going to get. I honestly don't know what it's going to look like when it gets, completely released, but I know it's going to be leaps and bounds better.
Sometime in the next century, because computers are getting smaller and faster, and eventually the time will come when a child is implanted with a little chip back here and will learn to control the chip in the same way that you learn to control your bodily functions and your voice and your movements, so that not only can you, right now my mind is telling my body to talk, and it's supplying my mouth with the words that I'm giving to you, and the mind could also learn to say to the chip, go to a certain web page, download some information, and supply it to the inside of my eyeballs. You believe that you're going to be actually able to tell your mind through a chip to provide you with information that you can then speak. So on this program, this would be great for me. You put a little chip in there, and if I didn't know something, I could say, would I have to say it out loud or just think it? Either way.